Hi everyone, Matt Lewison from OpenCorp. Got some exciting news to share with everyone. Following the successful launch of the OpenAccess Fund, we've now fully subscribed the Albion project, which is obviously great news for those that have gotten behind it, and thank you very much for your support in getting behind the OpenAccess Fund. Now, in line with our commitment to providing opportunities regularly for our investors, we now have a new opportunity that's located in Hawthorn East. We secured this back in December 2015. We spent the last 6 months working through the planning design and working through a much more detailed feasibility in order for us to now be able to launch the project opportunity to you. Now, the project's forecast to return about 50% over 2.5 years, which is obviously a good return, but some of the key things that we really focus on are obviously risk management and also making sure that the project's going to hit the market right where it's going to be sought after and sell quickly. So Hawthorn East is located in the blue chip area of Burundara, one of Melbourne's most highly sought after council areas in the inner eastern suburbs. Now, Burundara is tightly held, first of all, very expensive properties around the site. Hawthorn East median alone is 1.7 million, and the suburbs of Camberwell, Hawthorn, Toorak and Melbourne surround Hawthorn East, and again, they're all very, very expensive suburbs to get into. Now, one of the features of Burundara though is that their planning system includes a lot of constraints. So 94% of Burundara's area is designated neighbourhood residential zone. Now that means that it can't be subdivided into apartments or small lot townhouses, which leaves only 6% of the whole council area, which makes up about 60 square kilometres in Melbourne's inner eastern suburbs. So only 6% that can be subdivided or turned into apartments. So that means that the sites that can be developed, such as ours, are in very, very high demand. And we're seeing in competing projects that they're selling very, very quickly. And of the 6 projects that we've mapped in the last few months, they've all hit their pre-sale target and are now moving into construction phase. So that's a really good thing, because it means that when we start marketing later this year, there shouldn't be a lot of competition for us, and that we know that there's a lot of demand in the area, so we should sell very, very well. Some of the key things for us in designing this project, we've got a great architect, Rothy Lohmann Architects, very, very well known and a much awarded architect on the east coast of Australia. They also designed the nearby Brass House project, which has sold exceptionally well. And again, they're going to really add that little bit of flair to make sure that we're attractive to the owner-occupier market. In attracting owner-occupiers, you need to have variety. We've got 1 and 2 bedroom apartments standard on the floor plates, plus a flexible option for people to combine 2 one-bedroom apartments into a 3-bedroom apartment, about 103 square metres. Now that's obviously quite rare, but it's important to attract that downsizing market, that you can provide an opportunity for them to buy a larger apartment. But obviously in designing our projects, we don't want to commit to too many large apartments, which is why we go with the flexi option that allows them to put 2 smaller apartments together. So we're really attracting the broadest range of the market as possible. So as I said, the returns are about 50% over 2.5 years. Hawthorn East has some of Melbourne's most prestigious private schools, as well as some great public schools surrounding the site. There's nearby access to the freeway. There's also a very, very large park and public pedestrian network through the Gardeners Creek Trail, which goes all the way into the city, and that's located just 300 metres from the site. So we're very, very excited about this project and wanted to share that news with you. So once again, thank you very much for getting behind the OpenAccess Fund. If you're not yet a member of the OpenAccess Fund, you can still become a member. The OpenAccess Fund is open at all times and allows you to become a member so that you can then be presented with opportunities like this Hawthorn East project. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to presenting the Hawthorn East PDS to you shortly.